Well, hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Crypto Corner. Today is Wednesday and we're gonna go through the markets as usual. We're also gonna look at the news. We have one major news, which is about the fact that SEC, the American Securities Commission, is suing Ripple over the XRP cryptocurrency, calling it a security. Bitcoin edges lower after Trump rejects COVID-19 stimulus package. Grayscale investment fund grabs another 12,000 Bitcoins. Ledger hack users are reporting death threats and fake emails following the database leak. If you remember, there was a major leak from the database of Ledger. We're going to talk about that as well. Also, another headline, Bitcoin has added now over $300 billion to its market cap during the course of the year. And we're going to end with a report by the Cointelegraph about the most influential figures in crypto that were arrested this year. So this is what I've got packed for you in this video. Now let's get started. So just as usual, before I start and I go into the markets, let me quickly say thank you to the sponsors of this video. Cobalt Lend, a company you are well familiar with by now. It is a brand new community-driven lending platform that aims to decentralize the borrowing and lending industry with the use of blockchain technology. The Cobalt Lend platform allows borrowers to get access to hassle-free capital, approved, voted and supported by a community treasury in order to get any size loan without the oversight of a bank. They just completed their CBLT token pre-sale via BX exchange. I have been reporting about this IO initial exchange offering since before it actually began. Well, it's just ended and they're already rolling out a lot of new features to their website. You can go over to cobaltlend.com and check them out. The token is already supported by all ERC20 wallets and you can trade the token on BX, Uniswap or Bancor amongst other exchanges. You can also stake the token. Staking is now live and you can earn 5% annual interest paid to you monthly. You can also swap. There are new features on their website and you can also use the atomic swap feature, which is powered by Total, which is a sophisticated splitting algorithm dividing large orders between pools to obtain the best possible execution price in a single order. Head over to cobaltlend.com, open an account, register with them, and then you will be able to access all of these different features. Now, you can grab the link in the description box as well as all of the other links from this episode. All of the important stuff is linked in the description box. Now, let's go into the markets today and see what is currently going on. Now, starting with the global total market cap, we've lost around $20 billion since my previous video. We are currently sitting at 644. We were at 662 or something like that in the previous episode. Bitcoin's dominance is actually growing along with its price. Bitcoin's dominance has added 3% more since my last video. It's now at 68%. The market cap is 438 billion. Which is also growing. The price is also recovering. It went through a dip over the weekend and then since the beginning of this week it has been going back up again. So it's now at 23,521 as we speak. It's added, in fact, $1,000 since my previous episode, which was on Monday. Ethereum didn't do that well. It's only added a few dollars to its price. It was at 602, now it's at 606, or as we see it drops as we speak. Ripple is by far the biggest loser from the top coins this time because in the last day it managed to lose 34%, and this is due to the news which I mentioned, and I will go into more details once we get into the news. In fact, Ripple has lost around 40% since my previous video, which was at I think it was at 55 cents or something like that, and now it's at 35 cents, so almost 40%. Not great for Ripple, and in fact I believe that Ripple is not going to see any upside in a very long time now, because this lawsuit, this court case will be in the news a lot, and it's so negative until probably the end. If at the end SEC loses this case and Ripple is not a security, then it will be a big win and a huge pump for Ripple holders, but it will probably take a good year before we have any good news. So for the foreseeable future, I'm seeing Ripple going down and breaking even lower support levels. It already broke a very major support level at 40 cents. In fact, if we look, and I'm not even going to discuss the other coins because they're doing just about okay, nothing too major happening with the other cryptocurrencies, but this is what's happening with Ripple. And as you can see, it's a huge red, what we call dildo in trading. So yes, ever since the news broke out, first it was rumors. It was kind of rumors circulating on Twitter and stuff, and then Brad Carlinghouse, actually the CEO of Ripple, confirmed the rumors that the low case is imminent, and within hours of his tweet came the news. I think the Wall Street Journal was the first one that broke the news that SEC is in fact already filing that lawsuit and is suing Ripple over claims that the XRP is in fact a security and it wasn't regulated, it wasn't registered as a security, and all of those things, which we will discuss in the news. So the price, of course, is responding. The market is responding by dumping the price. We have lost all of the gains that were done during this pump a few weeks ago. If you remember, pre-Flare fork, the Spark token fork, Ripple really pumped because many people rushed in to buy Ripple, hoping to get, you know, an extra profit from that fork. Well, if you didn't sell Ripple, and I was telling you to sell Ripple during these price highs because I was seeing it going down to retest support levels at the time. We didn't even know about this lawsuit. I was just expecting a retracement to these price levels here at the 45 cents. We did touch the 45 support and we bounced back nicely and we were going to be recovering, but at this point came the news. So now we've broken all of these supports and we are down to the last support at 30 cents. If this support doesn't hold, we're going down to 20 cents, and then really, you know, there is no bottom until we see some positive news. So we'll see how the market will respond to that. At this point, it is too late to sell. I would say wait for a rebound. It is bound to go up a little bit because usually that's how the market moves. So we've now had that really major push down, and we will be bouncing back up a little bit. Maybe this will be a good time to sell if you want to get out of Ripple. Certainly I wouldn't be selling it right now, and I do have a small bag of Ripple that I didn't manage to sell because this news actually caught me off guard. I was not with my ledger at the time, and I'm keeping it in a ledger. I don't know why. In any case, yes, I didn't sell. It is a small bag, so it is okay. I'm gonna wait actually and see what's going on, and I will be looking for a good exit point, and I will probably exit Ripple. I might leave a very small amount, something like less than $300 or $500 worth of Ripple, just in case that it recovers fast or something surprises me. But for the foreseeable future, I'm seeing Ripple being down in these levels, and the problem with that, even if you are not too concerned about its fiat value, the problem with that is that in fact Bitcoin keeps going up, and Ripple against Bitcoin is really losing its ground. If you're seeing right now, Ripple is at 1300 Satoshi. It was at 2600 Satoshi just a couple of weeks ago, so that is 100% more than what it's today. So if you didn't sell it at the time, if your money would be in Bitcoin rather than Ripple, you would already have protected your capital against that 50% loss that it did. It's let's see, against Bitcoin in the last week it's 44%, so that's almost 50% loss against Bitcoin in the last week. In the last 30 days against Bitcoin, it's lost 55%. So over this month, you know, for the last 30 days, you have lost 55% of your capital if you were holding it in Ripple as opposed to holding it in Bitcoin. And for me, as you know, Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin is my long-term hold. If I'm going to be holding something longer term, I want it to be profitable. So I would hold it in Bitcoin rather than Ripple. I do have a small bag in Ripple and I regret that right now because I should have sold all of it. I was selling a lot of it at the 60-cent level, and even at 59 cents I was selling a lot of it, and I sold 80%, but I kept a small bag, and because we didn't really know about this lawsuit. So right now I will be looking for another exit point, and I will be hoping for a rebound before I exit, so that I can protect my capital, and I will go into Bitcoin. This is what's actually happening right now. This is why the Bitcoin dominance has grown by another 3%. It's at 68%, so it's approaching 70% dominance. At 70% dominance, altcoins don't really have much of a chance. Bitcoin is really where everyone is looking, to protect their capital. So either stable coins or Bitcoin. This is right now where the money goes. Right, and this is why we are seeing across the board with altcoins not really much gains. A lot of them are in the red, and they're in the red against Bitcoin, but they're also in the red against the fiat. A few of them like Leo and Theta we see here are in green, in fiat value, and even Theta in Bitcoin value as well. Syntaxis is doing quite well again, 17% in the last day in fiat and 15% in Bitcoin value. I always look at Bitcoin value, guys, because if you're going to be in crypto, a lot of the times, especially when I started, a lot of the times I wasn't able to buy any of these tokens with fiat. I was able to buy them versus Bitcoin. So if I'm spending my Bitcoin to be buying these tokens, I need to make sure that they're performing better than Bitcoins. I need to make sure that they're going green against Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if BNB is in the green in fiat value today, because it's actually in the red in Bitcoin. So if my money is in Bitcoin, not in BNB, I'm better off today than I am if I would be in BNB. In fiat value, it's a small gain, but still not enough to make me want to go into BNB. Same thing with Leo. Yes, a small gain in fiat, a small loss in Bitcoin value. So unless they're going up against Bitcoin, I don't really care. It doesn't make sense to me to be keeping my money in alts if they're losing value against Bitcoin. I'm better off keeping my money in Bitcoin in that case, and the same goes for you. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm just expressing my personal opinion and what I'm actually doing in order to grow my capital, and of course to grow my Bitcoin. This is my main objective here with crypto. Now, let's go into the news and check out what the hell is going on with Ripple and the rest of the news. And starting, of course, with the biggest news, the one that everyone is talking about. There were way too many websites reporting these news and posting articles, some of them even 2 or 3 times over the last day, articles about Ripple and the lawsuit from the Securities and Exchange Commission in the USA. This was rumored quite some time ago, and it has been in the making for quite some time as well. So it is actually not a good news at all. The Securities and Exchange Commission on Tuesday filed a civil lawsuit, reports the Wall Street Journal, claiming that Ripple Labs Inc. violated investor protection laws when it sold a Bitcoin-like digital asset called XRP. This is, how it is phrased. This lawsuit is one of the highest profile SEC actions against the cryptocurrency pioneer, and comes just as the regulator's chairman is departing at the end of the Trump administration. Over the past few years, the SEC has brought and mostly won civil lawsuits alleging startups violated securities laws when they raised money by selling cryptocurrencies. None of those companies, though, was as big as Ripple and XRP. Ripple had a $10 billion valuation in its most recent funding round in 2019, and XRP is the 3rd largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Throughout the statement, the SEC declares that Ripple executives Chris Larsen and Bradley Garlinghouse failed to inform the records and sales of their transactions. The SEC also pointed out that the executives benefited from personal unregistered sales of XRP as well, approximately $600 million. And I actually reported on that. This is one of my articles that I did not long ago, earlier this year, reporting about the fact that the XRP owners, the founders of Ripple, are still selling in bulk some of their stash, and they're that was one of the main reasons why the price was suppressed, and we couldn't actually go up in price for quite some time throughout the course of 2020 and 2019 as well. If you remember, the price was keeping pretty much at the same levels all the time because there was constant supply that was responding to the demand, and the price was never really able to pump. The only pump actually happened recently when there was this Flare Networks fork offering Spark token to XRP holders, and many people rushed in to buy XRP, which was okay for some people. It played out, you know, they managed to sell XRP after that and not really make a loss, but many people who just hold on to their XRP are now seeing more than 50% loss of capital, which is not great at all. The CEO of Ripple, Bradley Garlinghouse, and the STO of Ripple, David Schwartz, are hitting back in fury over this lawsuit, stating that the United States is one of the few countries where regulators will, after years of you operating in full light of day and frequently updating them on everything you're doing, turn around and tell you that you should have known you were breaking decades-old laws all along. And I must agree with that statement. It is true that the SEC could have filed this lawsuit much earlier. Also, they could have communicated with the Ripple executives, you know, these kind of terms and conditions. Ripple has been around since 2012. This is one of the oldest alternative coins. It one of the first ones. I mean, Litecoin is earlier than Ripple, but just about a year earlier than Ripple, even less than a year. And Namecoin, and there are probably 2 or 3 coins only in the whole crypto space that are older than XRP, Ripple. You know, it's been more than 8 years now since Ripple started. 8 years. The SEC didn't find time for 8 years to make this report and analyze Ripple and find out that they are in violation. They had to wait for that long. Well, SEC has known to be doing this kind of audits out of the blue, and often after a company is already stable and working and functional for quite some time. They don't really do it from the get-go. They don't do it from the beginning. So this is actually opening a precedent for many other altcoins that was started via initial exchange offerings or initial coin offerings, ICOs, to be you know, deemed securities, and this will be quite bad for many other coins. This is not going to end only with Ripple. So all eyes will be in the foreseeable future will be on this court case. We'll have to follow it and see what the ruling will be, because this will be quite detrimental if it is a positive ruling. I mean, positive in terms of in favor of the SEC. Then it will be very detrimental for many other cryptocurrencies. So this is quite scary in fact. Now let's look at some of the other news. The Bitcoinist reports then an overnight rally in Bitcoin market post midway as Donald Trump rejected a nearly $900 billion stimulus bill that passed both the Democrat-controlled House and the Republican-held Senate. At the same time, Grayscale, one of the big institutional investors, grabs another 12,000 Bitcoin during this price stagnation, because stale prices are actually a good time to accumulate, and this is what they're doing. They're now holding $1 billion worth in Bitcoin for their investors. So this is good news. Now, Coinbase is rumored to be possibly delisting the XRP token during the SEC lawsuit, so even worse news for Ripple. Blockchain News is also reporting that Bitcoin has added over $300 billion to its market cap throughout the course of this year. Well, we have followed that, so no surprise there. Bitcoin active addresses, reports decrypt.co, have doubled in 2020, and this is usually what happens through a bull market. Last time in the biggest bull market in 2017, the Bitcoin addresses tripled or something like that. So no surprise, there's a lot of new users coming into this space with the price keep going up. The Ledger hack, now this is one of the bad news as well. If you remember, Ledger database was hacked and a lot of emails and personal data of their users got stolen. So now this is being exploited, and this is one of the emails here that are being shared. If you are, I am receiving these emails as well. If you are receiving emails, please do me a favor, do not even open them. Ledger is not sending you emails to change your passwords or to do anything, and if they do, don't click on any of the links from these emails, because a lot of the times they actually have these kind of links as here, as you can see, download latest version. This is a phishing website. It's taking you to a phishing website, and we're talking about 270,000 email addresses, phone numbers, and all kinds of data being leaked. So a lot of users are going to be receiving these emails right now. Make sure that you do not respond to these emails. You do not click any links. That's all I'm going to say. If anything, just go to the official Ledger website and use the official Ledger application. If you want to be updating anything, you have to be updating it from the official source. Do not do it from any links in any of your emails. Even if Ledger, really the genuine Ledger email, is urging you to update your firmware or anything like that, they're not going to be posting a link in their email. They will just refer you to their official website, and this is how it's done. So make sure that you do not open any links from Ledger. Now let's end today with a list from the Cointelegraph about the notorious crypto figures that were arrested throughout the course of 2020, starting with Arthur Hayes, who is the CEO of BitMEX, one of the margin trading platforms. They were, entangled in a lot of lawsuits, and I talked about the lawsuits in previous videos. The Department of Justice alleged that BitMEX has been engaged in a variety of shady activities and had weak anti-money laundering and know your customer policies that could easily be misused by third-party actors. BitMEX was also accused of operating a complex international corporate structure with offices in premium international destinations such as New York, Hong Kong, while claiming to be registered and based out of Seychelles. Also, another exchange, OKX, I also reported about this. They had suspended their crypto withdrawals in October, and for more than 5 weeks, people were not able to withdraw their coins. Apparently, their co-founder was being rumored to be arrested by the Chinese authorities. Another one that was quite a prominent figure in the crypto space, John McAfee. He was arrested in Spain, in Barcelona, by the local authorities also in October, in regards to tax evasion charges by the US, and he's currently in jail pending a possible extradition, which we'll see what's going to happen with that. And we're going to skip a few here, and we're going to end with the entire Plus Token team. Plus Token was one of the huge Ponzi scams in the crypto space. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I posted a lot about it on my Facebook and other social media, because on Facebook I'm actually connected with a lot of network marketers, and network marketers really love the Ponzi's, Cloud Token, Plus Token, Torque Trading, and a few other right now, MTI, so many different platforms that are really popular with network marketing, and they turn out to be scams. You only had to look at their bonus structure and referral structure to know that this will not be sustainable. Well, all of their 109 people team was arrested in China, and apparently the Plus Token scam ranked in estimated $5.5 billion in crypto. Huge, even bigger than OneCoin. OneCoin, I think, was about $2 billion at the time, and OneCoin was the first and the biggest at the time scam in crypto history. It's not even crypto, it's more of a network marketing scam, but nevertheless, they were pretending to have a crypto token, and they didn't. They didn't even have a blockchain. Anyway, so this concludes the news and my report for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope it brought you a lot of value, and if you're still wondering what to do with your XRP, don't worry, I will keep monitoring XRP prices and predictions as well. We will look at XRP more in my follow-up videos. As I told you, I'm also holding a small bag of XRP, and I will be looking for an exit, and I will be keeping still a really small fraction, because I do have some XRP that I purchased at much lower prices back in the day. So I will be keeping those. But if you bought XRP at around 30, 40 or 50 cents or anything like that, my suggestion is that you should probably look into getting out of it right now and waiting for it to bottom and accumulate it at lower prices so that you can recover some of these losses that you may have incurred. Well, this is everything from me for today. Thanks for staying until the end. As usual, if you like the video, give me the thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share it with someone else who would also benefit from watching it. Also, don't forget that I'm running a lot of giveaways. Let me quickly say congratulations to the winner of my giveaway on Twitter, my Twitter giveaway of the Opolo hardware wallet. That winner was announced yesterday. Congratulations, and you will be getting your hardware wallet directly by Opolo now. Look out for more giveaways. This is coming next week, and happy Christmas to everyone. I will be coming with yet another video this week. Even though it's Christmas, I will come with another video on Saturday, so make sure that you catch this one. This is everything. I'm gonna see you on Saturday.